Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
This is the last week in January, and we're going to be looking at some details in our case study kitchen.
Yeah, hard to believe January is over, but here we are. So this is the case study house that we built a few years ago, and a couple of interesting things with the kitchen. I want to point out one thing to everybody right at the beginning, and that's this drywall plane here, which is a very important element in terms of organizing how we detailed the cabinetry. It comes over the top of the sink cabinet. It's got a few lights, and it's a slightly different color than the ceiling and the other walls. But what's interesting is it sets up a condition where we've got this freestanding millwork block done in this dark walnut color that houses the fridge, the wall ovens, and some storage. And it sets up a condition where you walk around it into the mudroom area and creates a condition for the other side, which is some storage for both the mudroom and the kitchen as well.
So to understand that, let's have a look at this in plan. So we were standing and looking over this way. This is that piece of millwork that Matthew was just describing with the refrigerator and the wall ovens in it. And there's that bit of wall that Matthew was just mentioning. But really what it's looking like, it looks like a piece of freestanding furniture. And what it's doing is it's separating out the mudroom, which is typically an enclosed space, from the kitchen, and we've got this separation or this circulation zone. And what we decided to do is we wanted to share this storage space here with both the mudroom and the kitchen, because we wanted to have both our closet space as well as some kitchen storage in that area. So in order to make that not feel weird, we made this all one space using the kitchen millwork as a separator so that it makes it feel like that's the object that's separating the two rooms, but leaving this zone open.
Yeah, and this is a really good image because from looking the other side, you can see exactly what we did here. It was really important to us that the sort of separation between the mudroom and the kitchen was dissolved, and that the sort of look and feeling of the cabinetry that we'd introduced in the kitchen continues into the mudroom. So basically, this section here with these two doors is the closet for the mudroom. But when you look at it from within the kitchen, it looks still like it's part of the kitchen millwork. And then, of course, we've got 3 big cupboards for pantry storage, as well as some open shelving for cookbooks and some display.
And now let's just talk about those open pieces, because I think, again, we think about mudrooms as being really utilitarian and pantries as being really utilitarian, but they can also be really beautiful. And so just devoting some of that storage space to open storage. Here we've got an open piece with some drawers on that side. I think that's a really useful thing to have. We've got a light so that you can have a plant or a piece of art or whatever it is, and then some open storage on this side for cookbooks and wine glasses and all that sort of stuff. It adds a level of utility and visual kind of, I think, elegance into the whole kitchen through both the mudroom and the kitchen
Yeah,
area.
and it's not a typical detail. And like you said, it's not typical that the mudroom and the kitchen share a relationship to each other, but in this case it made sense.
That's right. All right, so that's everything you need to know about kitchens, unless you want to take our kitchen design workshops. And next month, we're going to be looking at bedrooms.
See you next month.
Bye.
If you're interested in learning more about the principles of slow home design, you can pick up a copy of our book entitled What's Wrong with This House? It's a practical guide to finding a well-designed and sustainable home. It's available for sale on the Slow Home Studio website. It's also available for sale at Amazon.com in both paperback and the Kindle format.